Namaste, Vanakkam and divine greetings from the Sadhana family. You are tuned into Sadhana, the Inward Path, right here on SABC3 on this most auspicious period of Krishna Janamastami. This time symbolizes the manifestation of the divine on earth in the form of the enchanting Lord Krishna. From the Dwapar Yuga to this, the Kali Yuga, the charm and legacy of this avatar has been imprinted in the hearts and minds of millions of Hindus the world over. Today on Sadhana, we travel to the friendly city of Port Elizabeth to celebrate the birth of Lord Krishna at the South End Temple and praise the divine with a soul-stirring bhajan by Danny Kaulesar. But first, we travel to beautiful Richards Bay to learn more about the UHDC and how they are preserving Hindu scriptures like the Bhagavad Gita. The Umhlathuze Hindu Development Committee, or UHDC, is a remarkable organization making phenomenal strides in promoting Hindu development in the Richards Bay and Zululand district. Driven by their passion for Sanatana Dharma, the UHDC brings together the Hindu community of Richards Bay through the promotion of seva, satsang, and most importantly, the study of sacred scriptures. Established first as a small makeshift harbour in the late 1800s during the Anglo-Boer War, the charming town of Richards Bay is now home to the largest port in South Africa and the largest coal terminal in the world. Considered as the fastest growing industrial town in South Africa, Richards Bay exports include coal, aluminium, titanium, paper pulp, wood chips and more. This vibrant town steeped in rich culture and history, coupled with its exquisite beauty and uniqueness, is one of the many little towns in the world where Sanatana Dharma has emerged. Staying true to the Hindu philosophy, the whole world is one family, the Umhlathuze Hindu Development Committee serves as a beacon of light and hope for the Hindu community of Richards Bay.
The UHDC was formed in 2002. Now we know that our religion is more than 6,000 years old, and it's very vast, and it has a wealth of knowledge, of scriptural knowledge. Our focus in the UHDC is more on spirituality and promoting Hindu development.
I come from a very, very strong Christian background. And when we got married, I been very active in the church and in the ministry. I knew absolutely nothing because I came from one home into the next, and everybody I saw at that time was advising me on what I should do and how I should do it, but nobody is telling me why I needed to do it. Eventually one day Pavan asked me to read the Bhagavad Gita, and when I read the Bhagavad Gita, it was a complete turnaround. And because then I knew philosophy, I knew exactly what Hinduism was all about.
In the UHDC, there are 5 main key focus areas. Those focus areas that we have is 1 on youth development, 2 on Hindu women empowerment, 3 is on the distribution of Hindu literature or the Hindu scriptures free of charge, 4 is on our various Hindu unity initiatives that we have in our community, and 5 is our seva initiatives.
We prepare sandwiches for 300 children. They do not have a meal for a day, so at least the sandwiches that we prepare for them is one meal that they at least have for the day. Seva doesn't have to be done in any big glorified form. As the Bhagavad Gita says, any little bit of work that you can do to help the community, that will be appreciated, and it'll serve you well in the long term.
We want to see our Hindu community of Richards Bay grow into strong people, especially our youth, because couple of years from now, We want our youth to come and take over what we have started.
The youth started initially in 2011, September 2011, with approximately nine students. We had a nice pickup. We are sitting now in 2015 with 66 children. It's very, very pleasing to see that the community as a whole is finding value in the youth class.
Our youth classes have the aspect of spirituality. So to attract the kids and to get them to enjoy youth, we have introduced games. So from these games, they learn team building exercises, how to communicate with each other. It's always a lesson that comes out of the game. Then we have a Bhagavad Gita discourse. Then we go on to another game to break the monotony. Then we cover the Ramayana or Tirukkural or any other aspects that's happening in society at the moment.
We have 3 youth classes. The first class is from 3 to 8-year-olds. So the second class we have, which is the 9 to 12-year-olds. They have read the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1 to chapter 18 last year. They finished it. They're reading it again this year with explanations. In the older class, who are teenagers, they're also doing the Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita and Tirukkural. They're reading as well, verse for verse, all 18 chapters.
So the programs are designed in such a diverse manner so that it brings out the best in the body, in the mind, and taking the soul where it belongs. So hence you'll see the different types of aspects, and in terms of scripture, we relate it very much so to the current nature of today's events. Take the example from the Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna was having the dilemma, and he went to Lord Krishna. And likewise, we relate it back to the life of our youth nowadays and to peer pressure that they go through. And so we put it to them, please do your duty. And that is all that is required of you. What is your duty as a youth? Your duty is to be a student, right? Respect your elders.
Have God in your mind, and if you are devoted to Him, then you will go to Him. You will eventually end up with God.
We have the children who are coming from Hindi-speaking backgrounds, Gujarati-speaking backgrounds, Tamil-speaking, Telugu-speaking, and they all come because we do not teach vernacular, right? We teach them scripture, namely the Tirukkural, the Bhagavad Gita, and the Ramayana. And so this is what makes it so special and what is so different about this youth group.
They enjoy coming, they participate, they all come together, and they formed a family, our kids, because even at school they've now become friends with one another.
The UHDC operates more or less like a kind of a support group for the various Hindu organizations in terms of those areas where we feel that they may be lacking. We try to implement those initiatives or projects and programs. We are merely setting an example with the hope that other Hindu organizations in our community as well as around the country can adopt these initiatives into their own organizations. It is a time that we should join together and try to fix up all those areas in our Hindu religion where we may be lacking.
Don't believe for the dead because
the soul never dies, but the body dies.
Very good, girl. Very good. Okay.